Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2021 IFBB Toronto Pro Women's Events results. Bikini, wellness, fitness, figure, women's physique, and women's bodybuilding. The whole shebang. So exciting. I am a little delayed in getting this video to you. I've been a little under the weather. Nothing serious, don't worry. I was just hoping to not sound so congested when I recorded, but it is taking too long. So there's going to be some sniffles, there might be some coughing, but the show must go on. So let's just get right to it. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, this is a tier 2 contest. It's a big one. So 2nd through 5th receive a lot of points. The winner qualifies for Olympia, and at the end of the qualification period, the top 3 in all of these divisions go to Olympia. Very exciting. So let's start with Bikini. In first place was Danielle, second Adair, third Diane, fourth Karen, and fifth Laura. So here's Laura in 5th place. Oh, she looks so beautiful. A gorgeous suit, really lovely hair. I love the bit of bang that she has on her forehead, the bit of curl in her hair. Just beautiful. And I will say also, as a blanket statement for this whole show, it's incredibly orange. I think that background might have been like a screen, and everybody has this yellowy orange vibe to them. So it's a little bit more tricky to comment on the color of the suits and the makeup and that sort of a thing. So I won't talk too much about that. So with that said, I think she looks absolutely beautiful. Her skin tone looks amazing. I can't get over all of this definition in the muscle in her side. I think that's her serratus, and it just looks gorgeous. Her oblique looks lovely. Nice detail in her leg. I think her conditioning is fabulous. The only thing I would say is she should be a little bit more turned to the front so that we can see a bit more of her abs. But I think she is showing off a really gorgeous hourglass shape. And I just think she looks absolutely beautiful. A fantastic 5th place. Okay, next is Karen in 4th. She looks beautiful, a gorgeous deep red suit. Her glutes look amazing. What a crazy shape. I love how it really comes in underneath before the curve of her hamstring. She's got beautiful definition in her legs, lots of nice detail by her kneecap. Beautiful obliques as well. She also has a really nice hourglass shape, really nipped in waist here, very large lats, and nicely rounded shoulders. I do think that she could use a little more size in her legs. You know, this back leg could have a little more hamstring curve, maybe a little bit more of a lump on the top in the quads. But I mean, 4th place, holy smokes, she's doing great. I think she looks beautiful. The hair is lovely. Nice, bold lipstick. Looks nice with the suit. I think this was fabulous. Okay, next, Diane in 3rd place. Oh, she looks so good. She looks confident. She looks very poised. I love it. I think her posing looks really, really complimentary to her legs. She's got a gorgeous amount of definition running down this quad, really outlining the muscle down by her kneecap. Beautiful shape to her hamstrings. There's even a little bit of definition in this back leg here, again by the kneecap. Just gorgeous. Really nice calves as well. I think she has a really beautifully balanced leg. Really nice glute. I particularly love this deep groove right here, separating the glute from the leg. It just looks so good. Gorgeous hourglass shape as well. Of course, these are the pros. They're all going to have nice hourglass shapes, but you can see she's got a really beautiful line to her oblique, a nice spread to the lat to create that gorgeous shape with the round shoulders, really nipped in, and that beautiful glute. I'm particularly drawn to her legs. I think she could have perhaps a little bit more roundness to the top of her shoulders, but I mean, that's pretty small scale. She's looking really beautiful, a gorgeous 3rd place. I love this purpley suit. It looks so stunning with her long dark hair. Amazing. So beautiful. Okay, next is Adair in 2nd place, who we also saw get a 2nd at the Naturals not long ago, and she looks amazing, really great conditioning. I think her obliques are fantastic. The line that goes down her leg, separating the glute from the quad, is crazy deep, really nice. I love that there's another line coming over here. The shape of her glute looks incredible. Her hamstrings look fabulous. gorgeous. This is, I think Adair also, I'm sure I said this at the last recap, she could have totally a little bit more size in her legs. However, I think she looks really balanced with what she has. So when I say she could use more size, that's more in comparison to the other girls in the lineup. I think for her own frame, she looks really, really good. Beautiful arms, beautiful shoulders. She's posing really nicely. The suit is very complimentary. I love her hair. She's got that nice waviness to it, and it's off the shoulders, so you really see her full hourglass. Like, I think she's gorgeous. It's a beautiful second place winner. Wow. Okay, and now in first place is Danielle, who we just saw get second at the Iron Games, which was crazy impressive. So she's already got her ticket to Olympia, and she looks incredible. She's got such a small waist. The hourglass is crazy, unreal. Her shoulders are so broad. The lats look amazing. The waist is unbelievably tiny. And then into this gorgeous round glute. Her hamstrings have a beautiful shape. She's got nice definition in her leg. The back leg has a nice amount of quad and a little definition as well. A nice amount of ham. Like, she's got really nice round full muscles in her legs. I love it. She looks so poised. Now, of course, we all know in bikini, you're not supposed to have your arm out to the side, but this is just a photograph, so it probably just captured her before she was fully in the pose, because you can see at the Iron Games, she relaxed that arm, so no big deal. I think her hair is lovely. It's off her face. It's off her shoulders. The earrings are gorgeous. Her makeup looks beautiful. I think she's just fabulous from head to toe. And I love the suit. The dark suit is very glam, very, very bold. I love it. The red was nice too. What can I say? Both suits are lovely. Okay, so looking at everybody side by side, wow, I'm drawn to the glute on Adair. I think Danielle has particularly nice hamstrings. Diane with that beautiful definition in her quad. Laura looks beautiful. Her arms look so long. Oh, she's gorgeous. And Laura, I think, looks so poised. She looks so natural in the way she's posing. Tiny waist. Just a gorgeous top five. Maybe you'll agree with me that both second and fourth place could have a little bit more size, particularly in that back leg when you scan across the whole lineup. But man, oh man, this was gorgeous. And now from behind, oh, everybody looks good. We've got some gorgeous glute ham tie-ins. I think Danielle has a really nice shape to her glutes. I love the straightness on the sides. And then she also has a really nice, beautiful quad sweep from behind. And you're seeing a gorgeous amount of hourglass still. Her waist looks small. She might have a little bit more hair than I would like myself personally. I think she could use a little bit less just so that we could see the skin of her lower back. But even with that, you can still see she's got a really lovely hourglass shape, very small out to these very broad shoulders. So very beautiful. In contrast, take a look at Karen, for example. I hate to keep harping on Karen. I think Karen looks beautiful, but you're not quite seeing as much of an hourglass shape in the way that she's posing. It's a little bit more straight. So I think if Karen could somehow get maybe her lats to be more out or her waist to look a little smaller, perhaps in the way that she's arching her back, then she would have even more of an hourglass from behind. Laura's glutes look exceptional. They look quite different than anybody else's. A lot more of a squareness on the sides. So a very beautiful top five bikini. And in terms of Olympia, Danielle is qualified. Adair has 11. Diane has 7. Karen has 6. And Laura has 5. Okay. Pro Wellness. 5 competitors, so all 5 made it to the top 5. In first place was Cassandra. Second, Celeste. Third, Emily. Fourth, Alexis. And fifth, Brooke. So here's Brooke in 5th place. We've seen her a couple of times. And oh my gosh, you guys, I think she has just made a tiny shift in the way she's posing. And it is a significant change. I think she looks incredible. She's twisting ever so slightly more to the front than she was at the last 2 shows. So you're seeing both of her shoulders rather than just highlighting the one and the other one being kind of hidden. And I think it is so good. It really makes her hourglass look incredible. I think it makes her waist look tiny, and it so draws your eye to the glute. So she hasn't really changed much in the way that she's standing legs, but it's this twisting to really bring this back shoulder forward, and I think she looks phenomenal. Definitely a high five to Brooke. She looks gorgeous. Also, the second thing, her hair is to the back, and what a difference that makes. I think it looks lighter. She looks more airy. She looks like she's just walking on clouds. I think it is so good. She looks unbelievable, and it allows you to see her full figure and that beautiful lat, the beautiful shoulders. I love it. I cannot rave and rant enough about Brooke in this beautiful 5th position. So I think she did fantastic. Okay, next is Alexis in 4th place, and man, oh man, her conditioning is spectacular. The detail in her legs looks amazing. She's got a deep groove all the way. It's like it goes right from her oblique across her hip and down her leg, like just so cut. She looks ripped. I think her shape of her glute and her hamstrings look amazing. She's got a lovely color of her suit. I do find that she's leaning a little bit forward, but again, it's just a photograph. She could have straightened up 1 second later. So that's kind of my only thing, just to straighten up so that we really get a beautiful symmetry and balance and really notice that hourglass shape. But man, oh man, the conditioning is fantastic and beautiful development. Okay, Emily in 3rd place looks incredible. First thing I noticed are those hamstrings. Unreal, really nice shape. Beautiful round glute. Like her glute is so perfectly rounded, and it's like it continues up. You really see it with this conditioning. The definition is gorgeous. I love it. Her waist is incredibly small, but I do feel like she could show off her figure a little better if, like Brooke, she twisted a bit more to show off more of her stomach to us. Now, perhaps she was posing exactly how she needed to where the judges were, but certainly from our perspective where the photographer is, I'd like to see more of the front of her body. And maybe even more if she could pull this leg out so that we could see a little bit more of her quad on the back leg. It's a little bit hidden by the amazing quad sweep on this leg. So that's it. Just a little bit of a posing tweak, because I think her suit is a gorgeous color. Her hair looks lovely. It's off her shoulders. It's to the back, so you see her lats. Her definition is crazy. I love all of this detail in her side. Her shoulders look nice and round. She just looks beautiful. A fantastic 3rd place. Next in 2nd place is Celeste, who looks gorgeous in a red suit with lovely matching red lipstick. I think her definition looks amazing. I'm loving all of this detail in her leg, her hip, her hamstring looks crazy good. Beautiful size to her glute. Really nice upper body as well, though I do feel that she's leaning a little bit too much forward. But as I've said before, it's just a photo. She could straighten up a moment later. And I do also think that that back leg could come out a little more forward so that we could see more of her gorgeous leg muscles. But I think she looks really fantastic, and it was a fantastic 2nd place. All right, and now in 1st place is Cassandra, who we have seen a couple times already in the top 5, and she looks amazing. Beautiful red suit. I think her hair looks the best yet. It's got a bit of a wave to it. She's posing really beautifully, really showing off that back leg. Fabulous definition, lots of detail in that back leg as well as the front. She always has the most amazing outline of her glute in this side pose. I think it looks so good. Great hamstrings, nice calves. Her shoulders look beautiful. Her expression on her face is so good. She looks just gorgeous, super confident. I just think she looks amazing. Great small waist, nice hourglass, beautiful conditioning. Okay, so here's everybody side by side, and you cannot help but look at Cassandra. Her hourglass is so good, the waist is so small, and her conditioning is top notch. Like, just look at how beautifully her glute is outlined. Her hamstrings have such a gorgeous curve. You've got that detail in the back leg. You can see it even in this photo. I just think she looks amazing. You can't help but look at her. Maybe you will agree with me that a few of these girls could stand up a little straighter. I think Alexis is a little bit leaned over. I think Emily looks really good in her posing. Her waist looks really small. Brooke's blue suit stands out so much. She looks beautiful. These wellness girls are so good. Okay, and now from behind, again, Cassandra with that conditioning. You see so much detail in her hamstrings. Brooke beside her doesn't have quite as much conditioning, so I think she could definitely try to tighten that up for her next show. Cassandra, you're seeing so much detail. The sweep of her quads looks incredible. Her tiny waist and really nice broadness in her shoulders make the hourglass just spectacular from behind. Not to mention the glutes. The glute ham tie-in is really well defined. She's got a great shape. Just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So in terms of Olympia, Cassandra is qualified. Celeste has 8 points. Emily has 7. Alexis has 6. And Brooke is up to 9. Okay, pro fitness. So in first place was Andrea, second Abby, third Daniela, fourth Corinna, fifth Tara. And always exciting to look at the scores a little bit closer. You can see that in the physique round, Andrea came in first place, but then in finals, there was a tie for first place. So that's the routine. And both Andrea and Abby both had the top score with 14 points. But at the end of the day, Andrea was on top. She came in first, Abby in second. Very, very extremely exciting. I'm so excited. I love the fitness category. There are no photos of the routines, so we're just going to have to look at these beautiful physiques and go from there. So starting with Tara in fifth place. Oh, she looks so, so good. I love her V-taper. I think her shoulders look incredible. And I'm noticing that her posing is just ever so slightly different. It looks to me like her arms are not out quite so far from her body. The elbows are not quite so bent. It's just a little bit more relaxed, and I think it looks really good. It's less exaggerated. You still see a really nice shape to her V-taper. Her waist looks small. It's very flattering to the shape of her shoulders. You got a really nice roundness, right? Compare the roundness, for example, here versus here. It's a lot different in the way that it is shaped, and I think this is very flattering, so I'm loving it. I think her conditioning looks beautiful. She's got really nice detail in her legs. The abs look nice. Maybe they don't look quite as sharp, but I think that might have more to do with the lighting and just the photo of the live event rather than the actual conditioning, because I think she looks really, really good. Her abs look, you can see that they're there. Her calves look nice. She's got really nice balance from top to bottom. So I am loving it. I think fifth place was really good. Okay, Corinna in fourth place, also looking beautiful. Her conditioning is sensational. I love her legs. So much detail. You see all of the muscles in her quads. I love the shape she's got right by her kneecaps. Just awesome. Nice small waist, nice flat stomach, beautiful hair. The suit is lovely. I do think that her V-taper could be a little bit stronger, and so for that I think a little bit more lat, and for sure a little bit more shoulder, just so that the top really comes out before coming into that nice small waist. But her conditioning is fantastic. Okay, next is Daniela in third place. Now she's got the shoulders. So beautiful, great shape, really nice lats. So you really notice the broadness up top before coming into that tiny waist. So her triangle shape is amazing, a fabulous V-taper. What she doesn't quite have that we saw in our fourth place was the conditioning. So you're not seeing the detail in her legs, in her abs. I wouldn't mind even like a bit more of a cap around her delts. But her shape is beautiful. The overall silhouette is lovely. I'm loving her hair. I think it looks so good that it's off of her face. You really get a good view of her beautiful upper body. So yeah, minor tweaks, and I think she can get there. But wow, this was a fantastic third place. I'm loving her whole package. The suit, she looks beautiful. Okay, next is Abby in second place in another gorgeous suit. Very, looks like a beautiful teal with the dark black. It's gorgeous with her dark hair. Very complimentary. She's got a great silhouette. Really nice large shoulders, beautiful lats, great abs, nice small waist, beautiful sweep to the sides of her quads. But again, I think the conditioning is not quite there. I want to see more detail, particularly in the legs, in the abs, more in the arms as well. So just everywhere, more detail. But I think her shape is beautiful. Her posing looks nice, although I do think that she could probably pull this arm in a little bit more. It doesn't seem to be, this arm is more wide compared to this arm to me. But that's about it. Just to tighten up the conditioning, and I think she would do extremely well. And don't forget, Abby did extremely well in her routine. So a beautiful, well-deserved second place. And now in first place is Andrea, who we recently saw get a third at the Naturals. So she's so impressive, and she looks amazing. She's got great conditioning. You're seeing good detail in her legs. And she's got a great shape as well. Nice V-taper, beautiful lats, great shoulders. The angle is slightly off in this photo, so I think you'll get a better idea in the lineup picture of how beautiful of a silhouette Andrea has. She's got nice detail in her arms. I like that you can see, a little bit of striation up in the shoulders. You've got the cap to the delt is happening. She's got a gorgeous shape in her arms and her bicep and her tricep. So I think she just looks really good. Really nice balance from top to bottom. Her suit looks fabulous. I think she did a minor tweak to her top. I saw it on her Instagram page, and it looks fantastic. There's just a little bit more of that V-taper being highlighted simply by the way that her suit is fitting. So a very, very job well done. I love the makeup. I love her lipstick. I like that her hair is off her face. She's smiling so big and bold and beautiful. I just think she did amazing. Okay, so here's everybody side by side. Now, Andrea's not even in the pose just yet, but this was the best picture I could find of everybody. And you can see Andrea has great conditioning, nice size, and really good balance. I'm also drawn to Tara. I think her upper body looks incredible, really nice abs. Abby, I think her V-taper looks really good. Daniela, the conditioning was just fantastic in those legs in particular, and Karina with the beautiful shoulders. So everybody had something special. It's a beautiful top 5. But even from behind, I think Andrea looks really exceptionally good. She's got great conditioning. You're seeing a little bit of adductor in her thighs. Her glutes have a nice shape. Her V-taper looks fantastic from behind. Her waist looks so small, and her upper body looks incredibly broad. Really nice definition. The muscles look 3D. I think she just looks amazing. So in terms of Olympia, Andrea is now qualified. Abby has 8, Daniela has 7, Corinna has 6, and Tara was already qualified. Okay, moving on to pro figure. In first place was Angelita, second Miriam, third Katerina, fourth Teresa, and fifth her. So here's her in 5th place. Wow, first thing I noticed were those beautiful shoulders, great roundness, a gorgeous curve to her arms, beautiful balance between the arms and the shoulders. I think she just looks fantastic. Then the next thing I noticed was that gorgeous definition in her legs, really nice shape to the top of her quad, gorgeous detail showing off the hamstrings. I think she just looks amazing. Her waist looks nice and small, really great obliques. I would perhaps tweak the posing ever so slightly. I would probably come up on the toe of this foot just to make a little bit more lightness and to bend the knee a little more and just kind of show off that leg and try to not hide the leg behind quite so much. And in terms of the suit, I don't love that it looks so similar to the tan, but I do like that it has that black line outlining it. So I think in different lighting, it could look really fantastic. But overall, I think she looks really good. I'm excited to see her more at more shows, different lighting, and man, I think she looks beautiful. Okay, next is Teresa in fourth place, who we've seen over and over again. She is consistently incredible. She's got the most crazy, beautiful V-taper. I'm loving her lats. Her shoulders look fabulous. She always has amazing definition in her legs. So much detail. Wow, it's really quite phenomenal how she can manage to always have such good conditioning. Her waist, I think, looks particularly tiny at this show. She just looks unreal. Beautiful suit, beautiful hair. I noticed there's a little less volume in the hair. Not sure if I love it sleek like this or more voluminous like at the other shows. Ooh, very exciting. A little change that makes a big difference to the face, right? Her makeup looks beautiful. She's just fantastic. But most of all, it's that V-taper. It's so good. Combined with the conditioning. Yeah, fourth place was amazing. Okay, next and third is Katarina, who looks awesome. Her legs look fantastic. Really nice shape. Great conditioning. You're seeing a nice amount of detail, perhaps a little bit more to have a little striations, maybe just a little bit, but you're seeing lots of detail. It looks really good. Her waist is small. Her lats are massive. Great shoulders. Really nice size. I wouldn't mind a little bit more roundness to come up, beyond the level of, like the clavicle, a little higher. But I think the shape is beautiful. Oh, and you know what else I noticed was her shoes are fantastic. It looks like she's not wearing shoes at all. She's just kind of floating across the stage. I don't know how she's doing it. It looks amazing. I love it. I just think she looks incredible. The suit is awesome. I love the cut, how it's almost like, could you say like a flower petal? I'm not sure. It's got like this scallop. It's really unique. It looks amazing. I think she just looks gorgeous. A very, very beautiful third place. Okay, Miriam in second. Amazing as always. We see her time and again with that crazy good V-taper, those amazing shoulders. She's got super buff, really big muscular arms, which I love. It creates a great shape, nice balance. Her waist is minuscule, so small. It just makes the V-taper outrageous. Her legs look amazing, great size, nice definition. Her calves are big, so she's got good balance in her legs. I just think she looks awesome. And I've noticed, again, a little bit of a difference in her hair. I'm liking this particular style. I like that it's not quite as curly as Romania, but you still have the volume. Oh, I love it. I think she looks just amazing. A very, very good second place. Okay. Wow. Angelita in first place. Yep. Check out that detail. Her conditioning is crazy. The legs are crazy. The abs are detailed. Her arms look insane. The delts are capped. There's vascularity. There's striations. There's feathering. Like, she has got the conditioning on another level. And hands down, she has got it. She just looks gorgeous. I can talk about the suit. It is so eye-catching. The white is vibrant with the red and the black. Just gorgeous. Her lipstick is complimentary. Her hair is lovely. It's got volume, but it's off her shoulders, so you really see those delts. Like, she has nailed it all. Her posing is fantastic. She looks nicely symmetric. Her legs have a beautiful balance with her shoulders. Like, she really nailed it from head to toe. Okay, so everybody lined up. We've got some impressive V-tapers. I think her looks really good in fifth place. The V-taper in this pose is phenomenal, but everybody looks incredible. The lats are awesome. The waists are so small. Miriam in second, I think, has an incredibly small waist. But you look at Angelita's conditioning, the detail in her legs kind of sets her on another level. Plus, her shoulders look so defined. Her abs look great. And she still has that amazing X shape, the V-taper. Oh, incredible. And now from behind, Angelita again. The conditioning, you're seeing so much detail in the back of her legs. Her waist is small. Her back is massive. Great 3D quality. I think you really notice those muscles in her back. But everybody looks really good from behind. Tiny waists and such broad shoulders. So impressive. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, Angelita is qualified. Miriam is way up at the top with 14. Katerina has 7. Teresa was already qualified, and her has 5. Okay, moving on to women's physique. In first place was Ivy, second Alexis, third Lisa, fourth Maria, and fifth Eve. So here's Eve in 5th place, and man, am I impressed with her conditioning. Beautiful detail. Her legs look insane. Crazy amount of muscle. You're seeing the deep grooves and lines. Oh, it looks so good. Her abs look fabulous as well. I think she could have more lats and more shoulders to create even more of a V-taper, but the conditioning is just insane. I think her posing looks lovely. Her suit and hair look amazing as well. Like, wow, she just looks so good. A great 5th place. Okay, Maria in 4th. Amazing as well. Really nice upper body. First thing I notice are those crazy biceps. They're just popping right out of her arms. Looks so good. She's got nice lats, great size. I think she's got a very broad, really nice muscular upper body with that tiny waist, and then beautiful definition in her legs, a nice sweep, but I think she could have more size. I think the legs could be even bigger to match those insane, gorgeous arms. But her conditioning looks good. Her abs look amazing. I think she looks really fantastic, and it was a very, very good 4th place. Okay, Lisa in 3rd. She looks incredible as well. Amazing lats, really broad, just crazy good with that really small waist, and then back into those very large legs. This leg in particular, I think the sweep looks incredible. She looks so good. Great shape. I think the conditioning could be a tiny bit more so that we could see a bit more detail in the legs. And also from a posing perspective, I don't love that she's rotated this leg in. I think if she turned it out so that the knee was more facing up and the hip was open, I think it would show off the sweep of her quad more, and it would create more of an X shape. Right now, we're losing that beautiful shape of her leg because the hip is rotated. So I think Lisa should open up that leg and let us see the X, and she will do even better. But she looks amazing. Great suit. It's very bold. I love the hair. I love the braid. Amazing. Okay, Alexis in 2nd place. We recently saw her get a 5th place at the Atlantic Coast, and she's looking amazing as ever. Her abs are just knockout, show-stopping abs. They're so symmetrical. The definition is fantastic. Her V-taper is crazy good. Great lats. I feel like she could have even more shoulder to really make the V-taper like start from way up high, you know? But I think her balance is really nice. Her symmetry, as I've said, is perfect. Conditioning is really good. Although I think you could see a little bit more detail. For example, you know, here at the Atlantic Coast, her leg had a little bit more going on, whereas there's a little bit less detail here. But obviously, she got 2nd place, so the conditioning was good enough. And yeah, it is. She looks incredible. Her legs look amazing. Like, I love it. I think she is a great package, a nice shape, great suit. Love the short hair. Amazing. But now, in 1st place, undeniable, it's Ivy. She is so good. Her X is textbook. She's so broad up top. Her lats are incredible. Her shoulders, you know, start the whole thing. And her waist is so small. And then it goes right back out into her incredible large legs. The definition is awesome. You know, her kneecaps look great. The quads over on top of her knees look amazing. Her thighs look really good. You've got vascularity. Her abs look fantastic. Her waist is so small. And then the lats look full. Her arms look incredible. Her biceps look amazing. Like, she just looks so good. But it's that X shape that she has managed to chisel into her body, and it's just incredible. Her suit looks lovely, and the hair, I love that she's got that little bit of a wave. It just brings your attention to her beautiful smile. Her posing is fabulous. Like, what more can I say? She's so good. And now everybody's side by side. You can't help but notice Ivy. Her lats stand out so much. The X shape is incredible, and her definition is top notch. I think everybody's legs look really good in this photo. Lisa's V-taper looks really good. Alexis, of course, like, everybody looks amazing. But Ivy has that crazy X shape that just, you can't help but notice. And from behind, the other thing I noticed about Ivy is how much mass she has in her glutes. They are so full, striated. It's just eye-catching. So good. And her back looks really full as well. Her V-taper looks awesome with her tiny waist, but she just looks completely, like, just, her muscles are so 3D. There's so many lumps and bumps in her back. She's just amazing. It was a great first place for Ivy, but overall, a really beautiful top 5. So in terms of Olympia, Ivy is qualified. Alexis has 9, Lisa has 7, Maria has 6, and Eve has 5. Okay, time for women's bodybuilding. There were 4 competitors. So in first place was Mela, second Lisa, third Michelle, and fourth Tananarive. So here is Tananarive in fourth, and she looks incredible. She is so muscular. This is women's bodybuilding right here. Great size. I love all the detail in her legs. She's got good conditioning, nice abs, perfect six-pack, great symmetry. Her biceps looks awesome. I think she looks just really good. Great size, great conditioning as well. Beautiful suit. I love the vibrant lipstick to match. Lovely. The only thing I would do differently is I would raise this foot onto the toe just to create a little bit more elegant of a line and show off the calf muscle. But as I've said before, it's just a photograph, so she could do that 2 seconds later. But I think she looks really amazing, and it was a great fourth place. Okay, here's Michelle in third. Yep, looking good as well. Nice small waist. Great V-taper to create a nice X shape. She's got beautiful sweep to her quads. Again, with the crazy good biceps. I think she looks really good. She could have more shoulder, in my opinion. I think a little bit more roundness up on the top. And I think the conditioning could be even more to show more detail. I think we could have more striation, deeper grooves, more detail in the legs. The abs could be a little bit more defined, but I think her overall shape is really good. That X looks really nice. Great posing as well. She looks really beautiful too. So I think it was a really nice third place for sure. Okay, next in second place is Lisa. Wow, her upper body is crazy good. She's got incredible shoulders, beautiful size in her arms. Her lats are amazing. I think she's posing in a way that's really flattering to make her waist look small and her V-taper look incredible. I think she's got a beautiful sweep to her legs. Her muscles look beautiful. Really nice shape. Great balance between top and bottom. Like, she looks really, really good. I think she could have a little bit more conditioning to show off even more detail, particularly in the legs, right? Just so those quad muscles are really popping out of her skin. But I think her overall silhouette looks amazing, and it was a really good second place. Her suit looks fabulous against the dark skin, and her hair looks great off of her face. Oh, so polished. She looks great. Okay, but in first place is Mela, and you cannot deny that she has the most insane shape. She is such an X figure. Her waist is so small. Her lats are big. Her arms are big. Her shoulders look really nice. She's got beautiful balance, beautiful proportions, but it's that tiny waist that really puts her over the edge. Again, I feel like with the posing, the leg could be turned out more like it was in the Romania. Do you see what I mean about how it really does highlight the sweep of the top of the quad, whereas when it's rotated in a little bit, you kind of lose that shape? Now, she could be facing exactly perfect how she should be for the judges, right? And we're just not at the correct angle from the photograph. But either way, I think her conditioning looks nice, but it's that overall shape that really kind of blows everybody else out of the water. Do you see what I mean? Look at Mela. Her X is crazy. Her waist is so small. You know, in second and fourth place beside her, they are very large, very well developed, but the waists are not as tiny. Even Michelle in third place, her waist is not as small as Mela. And it just makes Mela look so exaggerated. It's so crazy, her proportions. And then she also has amazing conditioning. She has beautiful shape, great symmetry. The posing is perfect. The suit looks lovely against her skin with the lipstick is matching. Like, she just had the full package. From behind, I think Mela looks really good. The V-taper looks incredible. Her glutes look fabulous. Her conditioning is really showing off the muscles very well. Arguably, Lisa in second place looks so good too. She's really big. Her glutes are massive. She's got great definition, particularly from behind. So I can see why she did really well as well. But Mela just had the shape and she had the conditioning, and it was just her show. What can I say? So in terms of Olympia, Mela is qualified. Lisa has 8. Michelle has 7. Tenerife has 6. So I've got one more recap from the weekend coming your way, the Atlanta All States. I haven't been able to find anything about the Triple Frontera, so stay tuned for that one if I can. And then coming up, we've got the New Zealand Pro, Bikini, and the Vancouver Pro. So I will be back with those recaps as soon as I can. Please give me a like if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. You don't want to miss those notifications of the new videos popping up. You can come find me at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and, of course, on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.